Kapapama Pimanat, Mikasuasquayo, Nitisinikason. I said, my Cree name is Flying Overhead in Circles Eagle Woman. I go by Casey Adams, and that's my artist name. And I'm from Treaty 1 territory. I'm here in Winnipeg. I started, just like everybody else, drawing, and then eventually moving into watercolors, into painting, and then eventually I started creating sculptures. I eventually found different mediums. One of my favorites is welding. It wasn't until much later that I realized that I'm just merely walking in the footsteps of my female ancestors. As an Indigenous woman, they would be in charge of so many things. They would have to make the canoe, they would have to make the shelters, they would have to harvest, they would have to make clothing. There were so many things that women had to create on a regular basis. And I feel that me jumping between different mediums is just that kind of physical response that has been passed down from my female ancestors. Understanding how everything in the universe is connected with another. And so the stars, the plants, the insects, the animals, everything that's in the universe is in relationship with each other. And so that work, that sort of concept, that idea goes into everything I create. But I also have this duality of technology, progress, and I combine those two often in my work. I've had success. I've traveled all over, and my artwork has been shown in numerous places, and my work is in the National Gallery of Canada. So I've achieved a lot of success. And one day I just felt like I had nothing. I had no inspiration. And I stood in front of my father and cried and said, I think I'm done as an artist. I have nothing left. And then 2 weeks later, I read a really horrible post on social media that triggered me to do work to fight against bigotry and racism, especially towards Indigenous people. And my perception photo series was birthed from that. So now I know that when something like that happens, where I feel uninspired and nothing's coming, I'm just patient. And I know something will come. My work jumps from so many different mediums, and deep down inside, the one thing that I keep consistent is that I'm advocating for those who can't speak for themselves, right? So my perception photo series, I'm advocating for my community. I'm speaking for water that can't speak for itself, so I'm giving it a voice. So a lot of my work is really about trying to give that voice, just like how the creation process has been so beneficial for myself. I try to use that. It's kind of like my superpower. I try to use that to speak for others, especially those who can't speak for themselves. I've been really fortunate to work with some amazing people. I worked with Jamie Isaac and Val Vint and the people from the Forks, and we designed a 30-foot sculpture of what we call Niimaamaa. It's a kneeling pregnant woman who's facing the east, and she's in honor of Mother Earth. Women who carry children, we call them water carriers because they take on that extra water to carry a child and bring life into the world. So Niimaamaa is that Mother Earth, but she's also that water carrier. I have another sculpture, and it's called What Can We Do to Respect Each Other? And it's a wolf and a character facing each other. I'm super proud of that piece, but it's super subtle. So a lot of people go right by it and they don't see it. often go down to the water. In fact, I just went down there today, went down to the Red River and said a little prayer and saw the garbage that was on the river and just silently told myself, it's okay, water. It's okay, Nibe. We honor you. I honor you. So I do that a lot. I'll pray to the water. I'm always trying to advocate for the water because water is life. We are water. Whatever we do to water, we do to ourselves.